Testing 1, 2, 3. How you guys doing? Am I focused? Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. How you guys doing? This is a test of the Sanyo Exacti HD 1000 from 2007, I believe. And this might be the 1010. If it's a 1010, it's from 2009, I believe, or 2007. So this is a Sanyo Exacti. Actually, I should pull out the other ones to show you what they look like. I think I will real quick. In this case right here, I have a bunch of Sanyo Exacti cameras, and we're going to show you a couple of them. But primarily, we want to talk about the one that we're filming with right now from 2007. Okay? I have several cameras in here, and this is exactly what we're filming with. I just want to show this for the record. This is exactly what we're filming with. Sanyo Exacti. This is the HD 1000, and we're filming with the HD, I think the 1010. It's pretty cool too. You open it up, and it makes a sound. It talks to you a little bit. When you turn it on, it lights up blue, and you have a flip out screen, which is great. And this is like my favorite camera. Like it's got like a gun look, but you gotta be careful nowadays, because if you walk around with this, when you pull it out at the wrong person, they might shoot you thinking it's a gun, because it looks like a gun. Okay, but this camera, I used to have it in a holster. I used to carry it around in a holster when I used to work back in the day at my job, and everybody used to trip out on that. But it's a cool looking camera. HD 1000, once again, very good condition. And we're gonna put it back in the bag here. Actually, before I put it back in the bag, just to show you, I was so excited about this camera. I got 3 of these things. Here's another one. Okay, this one actually looks better. Okay, cosmetically, but they're both the same. And let me just double check. It says high definition digital movie 1010. Oh, these are the 1010s. I'll take that back. These are the 1010s. So these came out like 2009. I think there's a little higher resolution. Don't know that much about them. We're gonna figure it. You can look it up if you want to know more about them. But these are the 1010s. Okay, the 1010s. And the one we're filming right now on is the HD 1000. So it's the older one. It's the first one that came out. Okay. So it's got an ND filter on there. Okay, we're not going to use that. And cool. Along with these cameras, I try to keep all the Sanyo Exacti cameras together in this little pouch right here that's inside the larger case as well. There's another Sanyo camera. Let me see. I don't know what the model number on this one is. This is the Exacti. They all say Exacti. Okay. This is another one that's high definition. I believe this one's 1080p. This one came out later. Does not have microphone input. That's one thing I want to talk about. The other 3 cameras I just showed you, the 2 cameras I showed you, the HD 1010s, those have microphone input, which allows me to use, I have a lavalier microphone that's on me right now, and that's what we're testing. It allows me to hook into the camera if I want to walk away, if I want to walk back here and back up and I'm 100 feet away or wherever. If I'm doing a news story, I have a lavalier where I can just don't have to hold a microphone, and it just shoots directly into the camera. Or you can plug a hard wire mic in. This does not have that capability, but this is a very nice looking camera, and I had to get it. It's pocket size. You can put it in your pocket, which is great, and then take it out and shoot video. You don't always have to have a microphone. People think you gotta have a microphone all the time. You don't. And you can always use a little voice recorder. Put a little voice recorder in your pocket. That's what I used to do. You put a voice recorder in my pocket, and then that would be my microphone. Or you could use your cell phone. So it's a lot of different ways of doing that. This says full HD 1920 by 1080, and it says web easy upload. So the web cameras started coming out later on. They start coming out with a lot of these pocket-sized cameras. I've got a whole bunch of them sitting right behind me. Kodak, Sony, different brands, Panasonic, pocket-sized cameras. But this is the Sanyo Exacti. So I'm trying to keep these all together. And as far as the model number on it, I don't know the model number. But this is a 10 megapixel HD camera. Very nice looking. Look at the back. It's got some nice little buttons in the back. And yeah. And then you also got like a little USB thing that pops out, I think. You hit the button and there's a USB slider that slides out, I believe. Yeah. So there's your USB part right there that slides out. There's a little slide thing right here. You hit. Where's it at? It's underneath. The slide button is underneath. And then you hit the button thing like this and slide back in. And it has a cap on it. So I picked this thing up. I've tested it out. I got a memory card in it. And it works. That's all you need to know. But like I said, a lot of these cameras came out later. This probably came out, I don't know what year this came out, so you want to do the research on it and look it up. Maybe I'll look it up later. This probably came out around 2012 or something. A lot of the cameras came out. The one that we're filming on, which again is the older version. I think it was 2007 when I looked it up last time. And the reason I say that is I kind of memorized some of my older cameras, and that's what we're going to do is we're going to go back and use the oldest cameras we can, which shot like in 1080i. They didn't shoot in 1080p. So I believe this is shooting in 1080i. So how does it look? We'll have to check it out. I think I got on focus too, automatic focus on there. So that's one of the Sanyo Exactis. I'm going to show you another one real quick. This one probably came out a little later. This is 14 megapixels. This is also a Sanyo Exacti camera. Look how small it is. Very, very small. Got the camcorder look style. This says dual. And the reason it said dual is because, hey, I'm all out of focus now. Wow. The reason it said dual is because come on, bring me back in focus. I got to turn off this focus thing. Hopefully I'm focused in. I know that probably looks pretty decent right there. But if I go back, I don't know. Anyway, this is a Sanyo, this is 14 megapixels. And I'm trying to see the model number on it. I can't see the model number on this thing. But it's another one that says 1920 by 1080, full HD. Boom. See how small it is? Look at how small it is compared to my fingers. Very, very small. It's kind of like real flat. I picked it up. It works. I'll probably use it one day to shoot some video. See, the reason I have all these cameras is to kind of give you guys the history, to show you the history of this stuff. And that's the reason I have a lot of these cameras. And I like cameras. Okay? So it kind of gives you an overview of what's out there. Should be another one in here too. Oh, maybe not. I thought I had one more. Could have swore I had one more camera in here. Oh, there it is. It's in the other compartment here. Got one more here. Another Sanyo Exacti. Okay. This is a lot smaller than the other ones. This one came out a little later. This is also 10 megapixels. Going back to the first original Exacti cameras, I think they were 4 megapixels. Okay, 4 megapixels. So people always wanted the higher megapixels. Now you get cameras up to like 40, 60 megapixels. People want that. You don't really need it. Okay, taking pictures, great megapixels, whatever. 1920 by 1080, full HD. Once again, 10 megapixels. Sanyo Exacti. I'll put it to the screen. It's probably gonna focus on it for a minute. There, it focused on it, I think. Okay. Very good looking camera. It's got the cap on there. Okay. I'll take it out of the screen. It should focus back on me. Hopefully. Okay. So, this is another Sanyo Exacti camera, and I put it all in the Sanyo Exacti case here. So I got, how many I got in here? How many did I show you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sanyo Exacti cameras. Okay? And they all nicely fit inside this little bag right here, which is great. And then they got docking stations on the side. I put the docking stations on the side because I had no more room for them. These are the docking stations where you got your connectors on the end. I'll get it close here. You can see it has HDMI, component, composite, and your voltage coming in. Okay? And we do have this on a power right now. It's running off of 5 volts, it says. I think 5 volts. Yeah, it's running off of 5 volts. So you've got USB, you've got component out, and you've got HDMI out. And I think you also have composite too, with that multi cable that they give you. So I got 2 docking stations. Two of the cameras came with docking stations, and the third one didn't come with a docking station, but you can always use that docking station if you need to use it. The docking station allows you to connect up to, like I said, you can have component output coming out. You can have it going into a monitor or something, or a playback monitor. You could have HDMI coming out, so you could have it going directly to your TV. These cameras do not have HDMI directly out. That's the drawback to this particular model, because it was one of the newer models. You had to have a docking station. A lot of the older cameras, you had to have a docking station if you wanted to take the video out of the camera. Unfortunately, it does not have a HDMI output, which would be great, because then you could hook up to another monitor, right? Yeah. So I had to take the docking station with me, and what I did is I took the docking station and I created a mount for the docking station, and then I was able to take the HDMI out and run it into another monitor, which is kind of a hassle. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys how it works. It's actually kind of cool too, because the docking station has like one button. You hit the button and then it connects, and I forgot how it worked, but it's got one little button in the front. HDMI docking station. Okay. So here's your 110, your 1010, and you would plug it in the docking station just like that. Okay. This is very common back in the day. You don't see this anymore. I think they stopped doing that because of the cost of electronics and stuff. You know, I don't know why they stopped doing it, but this is the 1010, my favorite camera. Okay. And right now we're filming with the same camera, same exact camera right now. Okay. Well, the 1000. Okay. That's the 2000, I think that's the 2008 or 2009 model. And then this is the 2007 model. I've done my research. So if you're interested in this type of stuff, you can go back and look it up and check it out. And these cameras retailed back then, yeah, they were pretty expensive, like $700. I paid like $700 for it. And I was very, very happy to get it, because I think I bought mine at Fry's Electronics. I remember Fry's Electronics, the largest electronics store in the world, where your Best Buys is guaranteed at Fry's. I bought mine for like $700 back then, making pretty good money. And I always had to have the top of the line gadgets. I always wanted to have the new stuff that came out. And I think I just got paid. I went straight to Fry's and bought it. And I actually got a discount on it because my friend worked there, and he gave me his discount. You know, they call it Associates Purchase, AP, Associates Purchase Price. So I got it under his discount. He said, "Hey man, you want to get that camera?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you can use my discount." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I got it under his discount, so I saved money. But I know I still came out of like $700, like $729 or something like that. I forgot what the exact was. And I don't have the original box anymore. I wish I did have the original box, but I lost all that a while back. I actually pawned that camera, and when I pawned it several times. I used to always pawn it and go get money and pay bills, and then sometimes gamble, of course. I used to gamble. So a lot of that was bad. That's why I don't have the original. But it hurt me so bad that I lost the camera, you know, in the pawn shop, that I decided one day I'll get another one. And here we are, 2022. That camera came out, like I said, 2007, 2008. I may not have got it in 2007. I may have got it in 2008. Sometimes I waited a little while, you know. And I think I did get it in 2007. I was pretty anxious when it came out. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It shoots 1080p video. It's got a flip-out screen. It's got all the things, all the bells and whistles. Sanyo Exacti. I used to set up Sanyo projectors back then. Back in the day at Mandalay Bay, we used to use Sanyo projectors. I'm like, okay, we'll try the Sanyo HD camera and see how good that is. So that's where we are today. So it's 2022 right now. It's November 2022. Today is actually the 22nd. Yeah, it's 22/22, November 22/22. And I just wanted to make this video to test out this audio on this camera. I may make some more videos later, but this video is just reference video for me to look back at my life and see what I was doing at that particular time. I'm taking care of my dad right now, and that's pretty much it. A lot of things have changed. Mom passed away last year, October 9th, and now I'm just making this video just to test out some of my equipment. We're using, I forgot what kind of light I'm using. I'm using one of those like ring lights. I'm using one of the ring lights right now for my lighting. And I'm just like in the living room area, just kind of like kicking back, making this video. And this audio should be coming from, I've got a lavalier wire that's connected to the Rode mic. Let me make sure I got this thing on. Yeah, I got the Rode mic. Let me make sure that's what it's called. I want to give you guys all the details. Yeah, it's called the Rode Wireless, I think. Rode Wireless Go or something like that. Okay, so I'm using that as my main microphone. And we want to just see how this sounds. And it's just an extension from the Wireless Go. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to unplug it. We'll unplug it now. We're going to unplug the extension. And this is what it looks like right here. The Wireless Go. And now we're just going to clip it right where the extension was. Pretty close by. You can see it now. It's in the shot. That's one of the things you might not want to see the microphone. So this is what the microphone sounds like without the extension cable. Okay, I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to remove the extension cable, let you see what the extension cable looks like. So you got this little tiny microphone with an extension cable. You can get these pretty cheap, I think probably like $8 or something like that. And it has a long cable on it, like this, and it plugs into this. So you don't necessarily have to have the extension cable. A lot of times I just clip this on, bam, just clip it on like that, and I'm just talking. And that's it. You don't have to have this extension cable and all these wires and stuff like that. But I wanted to see what the wires sound like. So now we're just going to leave it like this. We're not going to use the extension wires. So if I wanted to walk away, I wanted to walk away 100 feet away. I wanted to walk outside or down the street, you'll still be able to hear my voice. And that's the good thing about it. I've got in front of me also the GoPro 6. That's my other camera. That came out a lot later, so we're probably looking around 2015 when the GoPro 6 came out. You can look it up and verify that. I got the GoPro 6, which I have an adapter for that also, where the Rode Go can plug straight into the GoPro 6. The drawback is you can't see yourself. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like I'm looking at myself right now, instead of looking at myself, I should be looking at the camera lens. So you got to train yourself to look at the camera lens and just frame it up. So you have to frame up the area that you want to, frame up, and just talk right into the GoPro 6, and you can still do the same thing. You could also plug this Rode Go wireless microphone system into your phone if you get the right adapters. So there's unlimited possibilities as far as what you could shoot with. You could actually go back and shoot with old VHS camcorders if you wanted to. If they got a microphone input, and you want to put the Rode Go on a VHS camcorder, you could do that. Which I don't really think I'm going to be doing anything like that. I don't know about no VHS tapes. Let me see what else you could do. I've got my other camera over here, my DJ Osmo pocket camera. It's a real small pocket camera. You want to see it real quick? Okay, we'll show it to you. I love this camera. This is my little pocket camera. They call this the Pocket Osmo. Okay, I got it on a articulating arm here, a ball joint, a dual ball joint with a clamp. Okay, with the clamp, so I could clamp this onto any type of like a bar, handlebars, whatever. But I got it clamped on my mom's stand here. It's like a little stand. I'm just going to clamp it back on there. But this is a great camera. This shoots 4K. It shoots 1080p video. It has a small monitor on it, which is great. And I normally shoot with this camera. And you can put a SD card in here, a micro SD card, because it's so small. You can put a micro SD card in here, and this thing will you can record for a long time, as long as you have it charged up. It does not have a removable battery. But enough of that. Enough of cameras. This is just, like I said, once again a test with the GoPro. I mean, not with the GoPro, with the Rode Wireless Go system, and the Sanyo Exacti camera. So I'm kind of matching equipment here. We're taking something from, I'm trying to think when this came out. I'm going to say 2019, okay? Maybe it came out at 2018. So say this thing came out 2018. This is the microphone. And then the camera came out in 2007. We're taking something old and something new. And then, as they say, when you get married, something old, something new, and something blue. We don't have anything blue right now. but you get the point. So the point is taking something old and something new, combining it to get your result. If you wanted to, for instance, use a cell phone. This is an old Samsung cell phone I got a long time ago. My sister got this for me. It's shoots 1080p video, probably great video. You can see yourself and everything. I could connect this phone with the microphone. If I had the right adapters, if I go and buy the right adapters, go on Amazon and say, okay, what is this? This takes a USB-C. So I look it up. I need a USB-C microphone plug, 3.5 millimeter. So I would go get a USB-C. I think I have one actually. Plug it in, bam. And then I would plug my, actually no, I take that back. That's just for the power. It already has a microphone input. It has a microphone plug on here. I might try that. I might take a video with that in a little bit. Might test it out. So the same scenario. All I got to do is put my phone connector holder, and actually that might be a good idea. I haven't shot any video with that. It might have a more superior picture than what we're shooting with right now, to be honest with you. Most people use their phones nowadays because it's more practical. You make a video, you shoot it, and you want to go and send it right back out to the world. You can just send it right out to the world. That's actually a good idea. I might go back to that phone. And the Samsung phone is not too bad. I got the LG phone. The LG phone is a lot bigger screen, so you can see yourself even better. With this one, this is the LG Stylus 6. Probably old now compared to the newer phones. Who cares? But I'm pretty sure it shoots very good video. Only problem I have, I can't get the video out of this phone, and the connector got damaged. And it even has this little stylus thing. It has a little stylus on the side of it. That's why they call it the stylus. The Stylus 6 has a little stylus so you can write your notes and stuff like that. It's an older phone. Probably could find one of these on Craigslist or something that's used. That, I don't know. But you could use your phone, take the audio jack, plug the Rode Wireless Go system into your phone, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to have a $700 camera. Like I said, this was a $700 camera when it first came out. Now it's probably, I think I got it really cheap. I got it at shopgoodwill.com. Probably got it really cheap, probably for like $50. And same with the other ones. Got those really cheap. But I just wanted to get them because I wanted to have them. I wanted to be part of my collection. And yes, you can still shoot video on these cameras. I've been shooting for 23 minutes. So that's great. Is there any time duration on these cameras? I don't know. I haven't played around with the settings, but there's a lot of settings in there, automatic settings and everything, lighting settings. There's a lot of settings on this camera. Once again, it says 2 megapixels. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Okay. So this is a 2 megapixel camera compared to what we have nowadays. And people want to shoot with, Canon DSLRs and mirrorless cameras and Sony mirrorless cameras, and they want to go up into the 40 megapixel camera specs. You're just looking at specs. Do you have to have that? No, you don't. You could actually shoot an entire movie with this camera if you know what you're doing. Change the frame rates and stuff. I didn't even go there and change the frame rates or nothing. I just turned it on. So I don't even know what it's set for right now. But you can go in there and change the frame rates. You could do a whole lot with this camera from 2007. And that's my point, going back in time, taking old cameras. I got a bunch of Kodak cameras. Right behind me, there's a drawer with a whole bunch of cameras in there. I've got Kodak, Panasonic. I can't even go through all the different names. And they're all little pocket small cameras where they will give you the same type of capability making a video. They don't all have microphone input. A lot of Kodak cameras do. The ZI-8 was a popular camera back then. It was like $200. And that camera gave you microphone input. And then it came out with another one with a touchscreen. That one has microphone input also. And I think there was one other. Might have just been those two. But I know they had microphone input. So if you're set on having a microphone input camera where you got to have a wireless mic or a wired mic, you could use something like that. If you're not, you could use a small voice recorder, pop it in your pocket like I used to do. Go out there with your GoPro. You don't have to get that specialized adapter. Specialized adapter is like $50 too. It's expensive. Same thing with the DJ Osmo pocket adapter. Let me show you that real quick. this is the adapter right here. Okay, it's very, very small. Unplug it. This is it. And this is USB-C to 3.5 millimeter. 3.5 millimeter microphone. This thing's like 30 bucks. Okay? Yeah. You don't want to lose it. That's why I keep it plugged in here all the time. You don't want to lose it. So that little adapter allows you to plug your microphone in. Otherwise, when you buy this camera, you cannot plug a microphone into it. And that's one of the things you do your research. If you buy a camera and you say, "Well, I want to be able to plug a microphone into it," well, you got to do your research. You know, if you don't do your research, you might get something that you can't plug a microphone into, and then you might not be able to use it in whatever capacity that you want to use it. Now, for the GoPro, same thing. This is the GoPro adapter. GoPro, because of the name, this works on the GoPro 6, GoPro 7, and I don't know what, maybe the GoPro 5. Okay, this is a USB-C on one end, USB-C to 3.5 millimeter in the front. Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's going to focus. Focus, please. Please focus. Probably slow focus. Okay, you got USB-C coming in, and you have a 3.5 millimeter coming in. And this allows you to plug power in, which is great. You can plug power into your GoPro so your GoPro can have continuous power, you know, plugged into the wall or something. And here's your USB-C cable just to show you how that works. You plug your USB-C in, and then you can plug in your microphone right here. And this plugs straight into your GoPro. This is like 50 bucks, keeping it real. It's not like it is. They say $49.95. It might have went up now because of price gouging. Who knows? So you have to have these adapters if you're going to be using particular cameras. And I bought that because I use the GoPro a lot. Sometimes you're out there on the spot and you want to do a video real quick and you don't want to have a whole bunch of cameras. I can put the GoPro in my pocket and I can pop it out, put it on a light stand like this right here. This is a small light stand. Okay, you want something really small. You don't have to have a big tripod. People think you have to have a big tripod. Use a light stand, and it's got the 1/4-inch connectors on the end. So you just screw your camera right on, or with a ball head or something, or a clamp, and you're ready to go. I'll give you an example of that. Sorry about the shaking. I got this camera clamped onto my mom's. It was like a jewelry stand she had. I got it clamped onto that. So you would take your light stand and let me loosen this clamp up. Just bear with me for a minute. And you would take your clamp and you adjust your clamp according to how you want your clamp, and you put the light stand on. Then you put the clamp on the light stand like so. Tighten it down, position your camera how you want it, and now you're ready to go. And that's it. One-man band. This is your whole video rig right here. If you're out in the daylight, if you're out and you don't need any lighting, just take it out and make your videos. This is what I would use to make my videos. Very light. Boom. Pack it up, put it in your backpack. You can get smaller stands, of course. I did have a smaller one. I gave it to my sister. And it had a gooseneck on it. It was pretty nice. I like that one better, actually. And it's plastic. But it was very strong. But this is good. This is all you need. Go out there, make your little videos, call it a day. And like I said, if you want it to be, you want a microphone on there, then you have to buy this little adapter. Depending on what kind of camera you have, you have to buy an adapter that for whatever camera you have, and then you can have microphone input. My sound is going straight into the camera, no matter where I am. Now you don't have to have wireless. You can have a wired sound. You can have a wired microphone, so you can have a long wire. That's what we used to use back in the day, Mandalay Bay. We used to set up meeting rooms and boardrooms, and we use a long wire. I remember I'm trying to remember the name of them. I think it was I can't remember the names, but there was XLR connectors on one end, and on the other end you have a small microphone you just clip on like a little small lavalier. And we got different names for them back then, and I can't remember what the name was, but long wire. You might have like a 10-foot cable, and you can plug in longer extension cables. But we would use those a lot of times for a lot of the meeting rooms and things like that. Guys are doing meetings and panels, and maybe they were on a budget. They couldn't afford the wireless mics because the wireless mics are expensive, like the Shure microphone systems and the Sennheisers. We used to use those a lot back in the day. So if the client couldn't afford that or didn't want to pay that much money for microphones, then they get the long wire, clip it on, run it down their shirt, run it down to the mixing board with an extension cable. So we might have a 50-foot extension cable, run it to the mixing board. The guy might be at the back of the room and he could adjust the amount of sound. Okay? Yeah. I had to do that a lot of times. A lot of years doing that. So I'm just trying to educate you guys, help you out there, and let you know that you don't always have to have a lot of money involved in your production. Okay. Now I do have I call it an Biden phone. This is my Biden phone. I call this the Biden phone, and this has very, very, very lousy video quality. So I don't recommend this phone to do video. But if that's all you have, and you're trying to make a point, sure, you can do video with this. I don't recommend it. I do have a tablet also. I have a Sky tablet. That's I call it a Obama tablet. It's an Obama tablet. It's called Sky Optimus or something. Optimo Max or something like that. And it's an Obama tablet. It was free, but it really wasn't free. I had to pay like extra $10. The guy told me I had to pay $10. Did I qualify to get it? Yeah, I qualified because whatever. I'm on low income. So I qualified, got the tablet, and I took that tablet and I installed it into my 1989 Sony Trinitron TV case. Yes, I took out the guts, took out the tube, took out all the amplifiers and preamps, and I took out all the guts out of that shell, and I put the tablet in there, and now it's 20%, 30%, 50% lighter, the whole shell, and I mounted it onto a tripod. And it looks crazy, but it works. So now you have a touchscreen tablet that's built into the TV. And then I programmed the programs. I downloaded the apps, whatever that I normally use, which is like CBS.com, Netflix, YouTube, whatever. So now I can watch YouTube on there. I can do anything I want. Just tap it, tap it, tap it, and that's my tablet. And then the front face also will come off. I got the front face where it comes off, so now it's still in tablet mode. Then you can pop it back on. That's kind of cool. Very excited about that project. And then my older iPad second generation, decent, but you can't get all the new apps. If you want to get new apps, a lot of times you can't get all the new apps because it only went to like 12.5, I think. It don't upgrade to 13 or whatever. So I use that as my daily driver. Where is it at? I'll put it down here. Yep. This is my iPad second edition. I use this one all the time. Check the internet, do what I want to do, get on Wi-Fi. It's great. I was thinking about that's the one I mounted. That's not the one. I have an iPad 5, my iPad 5th generation. I was able to update that one and to 13.5 or whatever. And I only wanted to do that. I only wanted that iPad for that particular reason. I got it used on, I think I got it used on Amazon or eBay. And I just got it really cheap. And I took that iPad and I mounted it inside my 1980 Zenith Data Systems computer. Okay, it calls it the Super Sport. Super Sport, I believe it's an 8088 processor, 8088 or 8086. I think it's 8088 processor. And yeah, so it's inside of that computer. It's a Zenith computer. I remember when that computer came out. I was very excited about it. And let me think about that for a minute. I thought that computer came out in 1980. But now that I look back at it, I think it came out in 88. It might have came out in 88 or 86. I got to do some more research on that. This is Zenith Data Systems. You guys can tell me if you know. The Zenith Data Systems with the 8086 processor. Okay, because there was 8086. There was 8086, and then there's 8088, and then there's 286, and there's 386, and there's 486, and then there was Pentium. Okay, that's how far back we're talking about. Pentium didn't exist, okay? We were talking about all these processors before Pentium. And then there's Pentium 1, then there's Pentium 2, then there's Pentium 3, then there was Xeon, and there was all these other different ones. Now I can't even keep up with all the latest ones. But all these different processors were very old technology. And it's funny because your phone, your cell phone, like this little Samsung cell phone, has more power, way more power than those computers back then. Amazing. All that power in this. So you could take your computer with the right adapters and everything. You can set it down on the desk, and this could be your desktop computer. Okay? You can hook a mouse to it. Yeah. You can hook a mouse to it. You can hook a full-size keyboard. You can hook a monitor to it. And your phone could be your computer. Android or Apple. Pretty amazing? I say yes. So I'm just more appreciative right now based on my life and what I've experienced as far as technology, as far as life, everything. I'm just more thankful. And I'll say this at the end of this video because we are coming to an end. Man, I've been talking for 35 minutes. Wow. We're coming to an end. I just want to say, this is from my heart, is to get right with God. That's the main thing. I want to say get right with God. And I tell everybody about that. Romans 10:9. Believe in Jesus Christ. Confess with your mouth that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Believe in Jesus and also trust in the Lord. Trust in Jesus Christ. A lot of people don't. This world is becoming very, very corrupt. There's a lot of things that's happening, a lot of murders, a lot of people getting killed. I think they just had a LB, whatever they call it, club just got, Club Q. I think that was in Los Angeles. No, it was in Colorado. I haven't been doing my Breaking Bro news, so I'm not giving you all exact details and stuff like that. You guys just look it up. But like 5 people got killed and a bunch of other people got injured. A gunman came in there and shooting people up. Takeoff, you guys know who Takeoff is. He's a rapper, big time rapper actually, not an upcoming rapper, but he was a big time multi-millionaire rapper. He got killed at a bowling alley. I think he was like 25 years old, not too long ago. Watching a lot of that right now. People just getting taken out everywhere. Elderly people. It was an elderly couple got killed. Elderly couple got beat up at an Elton John concert a couple of days ago. Breaking Bro, World Broadcast News. I put that out there, I think. I may not have put that one out there. But there's a lot of stories of people just getting, people losing their life. That girl, Shaquila, dang, I didn't say it right. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. She went to Mexico, cold, and her friends beat her up, and she got killed. She was 25. She was the only daughter. Very, very sad. Sad thing to happen. A lot of people are losing their life. I think it was a 17-year-old kid lost his life out here in Sacramento a couple of days ago. A lot of shootings. There was a shooting yesterday. I didn't get all the details yesterday. Another shooting. But this is what I'm trying to tell people. I don't care what age you're at. 17, 10 years old, whatever. Just get right with God. That's what I'm trying to say. Get right with God. Lord, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I focus on Him. I'm going to be praying this morning. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm up late, early in the morning, whatever, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But I pray. I watch a couple of news stories and stuff, and I pray, and I go right back to sleep. I might play around with this equipment for a little while, and that's great to have a hobby, to have something to do sometimes. But get right with the Lord. Get right with Jesus Christ. A lot of people don't want to believe in God, don't want to believe in Jesus, they don't want to believe in whatever. They want to believe in anything they want. And I just tell people, if you don't believe in anything, you may suffer the consequences. A lot of people are killing themselves. Suicide is not the way. I tell everybody, suicide is not the way. I believe, and I'm not an expert about all this, but I do believe in my heart that suicide is a direct ticket to hell. Suicide is a direct ticket to hell. So if you want to go and kill yourself, and you think, oh, nobody loves you and nobody cares about you and all this other crazy stuff, you can do that. But if you go to hell, it's going to be way worse than what you're experiencing here on this earth. My soap opera, I'm watching it right now with Chelsea. I think I say Chelsea. The soap opera, what is it? Not the Bold and the Beautiful, I'm going to say The Young and the Restless. Okay, I like that soap opera. I've been watching that one a lot lately. I've been watching it probably over a year now. And Young and the Restless, Chelsea was getting ready to jump off the roof, like a couple of weeks ago, whatever. And they're showing. They say, hey, this mental health. Get help, whatever. Yeah, you can get help. Mental health does play a part, if you want to call it that. But I'm going to say that there's demonic spirits that's getting in people. demonic spirits. You know, you put yourself in a situation, or you might be, you're leaving yourself open. You don't believe in God, you don't believe in anything, you're leaving yourself open. The funky demon just jumped right in you. People don't want to believe that. So, okay, a lot of unusual cases of people running around naked and doing all kinds of stuff and beating people up and and stabbing people. And I think it was a boy in Walmart, Target. There was they said a homeless man came and walked in Target and stole some knives, took some knives from the cooking area and went and started stabbing people. He stabbed like a 9-year-old boy. Okay, that's world breaking news. I don't think I put that on there, but yeah, that's part of world breaking news. World breaking news, breaking bro news, whatever. That's sad. 9-year-old boy got stabbed, and I think it was a 26-year-old woman got stabbed. 25 or 26-year-old woman got stabbed, and he was just going around just stabbing people, and they finally, the security guard shot him and killed him. Okay, that was in L.A., I think. At Target. So people are losing their lives so fast, and they're not focusing. They don't have anything that they believe in, and they want to kill themselves. And mental health, you know, people say, "Oh, he was sad, he was depressed, he was in his room all the time crying and whatever." Okay, yeah, that's possible, but you know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Focus on God. Focus on the Lord. Read your Bible. You know, do what you got to do to get right with God, because God is the final. People don't think just because you kill yourself, that don't mean, oh, I'm got to worry about nothing anymore. That's what people think. A lot of people going out shooting a bunch of people, and then they kill themselves. The cops come after them, and they want to kill themselves, shoot themselves in the head, and take themselves out. A lot of criminals and stuff. And they think I got away with it. I got away with it. Now I don't have to worry about going to jail. Yeah, you don't got to worry about going to jail, but you got to worry about going to hell. You want to go to jail, or you want to go to hell? I think I'd rather go to jail than hell. Think about it. Jail or hell? Jail or hell? Hell or jail? It's not funny, but that's the reality. That's what I believe. And a lot of people, sorry about that. A lot of people are not going to believe that, and that's okay. But get right, get serious, get right with the Lord Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. A lot of people believe in a lot of different things, and I understand that. And I've been watching a lot of different things with people and their beliefs. And I don't know everything. I'm not completely right about everything, possibly, but I think I am in this case. So, anyway, just want to put it out there. I love you guys out there. Peace and love. Once again, you like the channel, you like what's going on, subscribe. Okay, I never say that. I'm not a big YouTuber, but subscribe, I guess. I got about 5,000 subscribers, which is great. Over a little 5,000, I think. So subscribe. I'm not trying to get to 100 million or nothing like that. It'd be great. It'd be nice. I'd get some kind of paycheck and stuff. You know, a lot of people think I get a big paycheck or something. I got a little money here every now and then, but not that much. And then now they cut me off. I got to do some stuff to rectify that. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on. You know, I talk a lot about different technology, sometimes cameras, and I go off the subject and talk about other things as well. But I'm really serious about this. You know, get right with the Lord, get right with Jesus Christ. I believe that is the answer for a lot of people, and that's more important to me, I think, even than all these cameras and all the equipment, the scooters, and the things that I'm working on. Another thing I want to talk about is that, yeah, we are trying to get funding right now for the GoFundMe project. We have a GoFundMe project for setting up a shop, building a shop, starting a business, low income budget, EV vehicles, okay? We call it BEVT. We call it BEVT, stands for Budget Electric Vehicle Transportation. So I noticed there's a lot of people that don't have transportation, including myself, at a certain level. I got scooters and whatever, and mobility scooters and things like that. But some people don't even have that. So we want to be able to provide some type of help in that area. So my GoFundMe program that I've signed up for will allow me to do that. It will allow me to set up a shop where I can help people, basically help people with low income vehicles. You may have your own vehicle and you might need may need it modified, and maybe we can take out the motor and put electric motor in that vehicle. That'd be great. That's what we want to be able to do that. We want to be able to say you have a scooter and say the scooter is completely not working. We want to be able to replace the parts on that scooter, possibly. All this type of stuff. We want to have a shop so we can do that. I don't have that type of facility. I don't have that in place, and that's what the GoFundMe is for. So we could set that up, and this will be for people that all walks of life. You could be homeless. You could be low income where you don't have any money. It was a woman that was walking back and forth over here. She was walking from the Heights to where we live over here, and it's like walking back and forth. And I was like, wow. She's like, man, I wish I had a scooter. And a lot of people want just a scooter. It could be a mobility cart or something. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to show you how to modify and build electric vehicles. I haven't. Trying to say how to put this. I have projects and stuff that are in place, and what we want to do is we want to be able to take small vehicles and start off with that. We're going to start off with small vehicles. Nothing. We don't need no big F-150s and 350s and all that kind of stuff. We're not trying to do all that kind of stuff. Yes, it can be done. Do we have the facility to do something like that? No, we do not. That's where their shop comes in. That's where the GoFundMe comes in. If I have a shop, then I could do large vehicles. Right now we're going to start off with something small. Say you got an old small Volkswagen or a Kia, or you got I'm thinking about the Geo Metro. I like the Geo Metros. Those came out back in the 90s. So get a Geo Metro, and you want to put it on the road. Take that engine out, put an electric motor in there. Could be a forklift motor. People don't know that. You could put a forklift motor in that mug, and some batteries. You could put some. I'm looking at right now. My project is going to be with a portable battery system that kind of comes in and out. You just pop it out, pop it in, take it in the house, charge it up. I think that'd be cool because everybody doesn't have like these fancy charging ports and things like that. They don't have all that, and they don't want to spend the money. So I'm making it very, very low budget. Where you just take your battery system out, you take it in the house, and you plug it up, just like you would charge your phone. Lithium-ion battery, plug it up, charge it, and then put it back in your car. Drive to the supermarket, go get groceries, go do what you need to do, and come back home. So that's my plan, and I want to do that for people that live and want to commute within the city. And we're not talking about building electric cars where you can just travel all around the world. No. Still working on all that, okay? You might have a 30, 40 mile radius that you're traveling every day, maybe less than that. My traveling may be 1 mile, 2 miles. I'm going to the supermarket, coming back, and that's it. So I didn't really need a lot of your batteries. That's where your batteries come in. You spend thousands of dollars on batteries. No, people, no. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and these guys are building cars, and they're like, yeah, and everybody's bragging, and I've got this many kilowatts of battery power, and I can do this, and I can do that. I can go into it really deep if you want me to, but I'm not. And it's very discouraging, because then you're like, oh, okay, that's nice. Wow, that's really nice. How much that cost? Oh, $7,000 for batteries. No, people, no. So I am building, in the process, with your help out there, and that's why I'm making this video, with your help, to build a facility where we can do low budget vehicles and help the community. All the communities, not just Sacramento. Yeah, I'm in Sacramento right now, but not just Sacramento. Las Vegas, LA. Anybody that wants a low income vehicle, we should be able to provide that. So, I have access right now, resources to lots of vehicles everywhere, from auctions to whatever. I can get the vehicle, we can put the parts in there, and we can give it to you for a low price. I think that's a great thing to help a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the streets right now that don't have a vehicle, and they wish they had a vehicle. That would eliminate a lot of tents, too. There's got people living in tents. They could just live in their car, which is still not that great, but I don't know. I'd rather live in a car than a tent, I think, or a van. I've lived in my van. I lived in my van. I had the red, white, and blue van back in the day. I stayed in that mug for a while. It was actually fun. It was like when I was a kid, I never went camping and did all that kind of stuff that a lot of kids do. I never was in the Boy Scouts, something like that. So I was like, okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We had a recording limit. My record cut off. I didn't know what the limit was. Wasn't watching the time. I'm not sure how long I'm going to talk. But anyway, we're going to end this video, and I want to say get right with God. Once again, get right with God. And definitely support our GoFundMe project for building the facility for the BEVT project, okay? BEVT, okay? And that stands for, not bro. Most of my stuff stands for bro, right? It stands for Budget Electric Vehicle Transportation, okay? Budget Electric Vehicle Transportation. We want to get this in place. I'm asking for your help out there, and this will help us to get the facility set up so that we can get the tools that we need. I got to get hydraulic jacks and things like that so we can be able to lift the car up in the air and be able to put the motors in, that kind of stuff. The tools that we're going to need, the chargers, the batteries, all that kind of stuff, the equipment. So all that's going to go into it. I think I did an estimate of around 86,000, and we just want to get the ball running. So whatever you can send in, any amount will help. And I haven't been really pushing that because I know it's really, people are tight with money right now, and everybody's tight, and I understand that. But there's people out there, some of you guys out there, you got the money. Trust me, you can get this thing done just like that. I've seen people replace people's cars and things like that. I don't even have a car right now, so if you want to help me get a car, that's great too. But there's a lot of people that had businesses, and they had. I remember watching not a while back. I think there was a couple criminals. It was one guy, he carjacked some guy who had a van and carjacked another guy who had a truck. And the truck was used, both of the vehicles were used for their business. And those vehicles got replaced just like that. And I think that one guy got like 95,000, and the other guy got 30 or 40. I haven't looked at it lately. It's probably even higher. So I know if you really want to help out there, you can really help. So please help me on this venture. This is going to help the community. It's not just for me. I'm basically, I'm going to be the CEO of the business, but we want to hire people too. Let me go all the way back. We're going to hire people to work on these vehicles. I'm not able to do all this stuff myself. I'll be able to instruct, be able to give them the information. They'll be also looking up the information on doing what we need to do. So we're going to hire people to do this. This shop is going to have employees that are going to be doing the work. I'm just the founder, the CEO, the founder, the person who put it together, and we're going to let it grow from that point. And it's not about me making millions of dollars or nothing like that, or trying to have a big business in place. I just had so many people ask me in the past, and they wanted, hey, I want something like that. Can you build me something like that? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I didn't have a facility. All I have is just a storage right now, and I'm barely able to maintain that. So I'm asking for, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and say, hey, I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help you guys out there. I want to be able to help you, but I need your help to help you. I can't just do it myself. So I've planned everything out, and I looked at, okay, we can get a facility out here in the community, and we can start doing low-income vehicles. There's a lot of shops that are available, and we want to be able to, we'll probably start off renting the shop, and we'll get the tools and things that we need, and we'll just start providing vehicles for people. And then as we grow, we'll have our own shop, or vice versa. We may have our own shop in the beginning. We can just find a building, and we can just we've got to pay the lease on it. I'm not saying we're going to pay the lease on the building, and then be able to get the tools that we need, the hydraulic jacks, all the tools that we need to build electric vehicles. I want to be able to build from the top of the line electric vehicle to something very low budget. It could be a scooter, it could be an electric bike, whatever. So my goal is to help give back to the community, and also give, like I said, employment, be able to employ people, put them to work. And like I said, I'm the founder. I'll have to make sure everything is running smooth. We'll probably even end up hiring a manager later on, Of course, I got to take on these duties. I'll do the manage. I have to manage the building and manage everything else until we can hire someone. Someone else will be a manager, and I'll be able to step back a little bit. But that's my way of giving back to the community and the communities, because it's not just for Sacramento. We want to be able to do LA and Las Vegas and all these different communities where people are hurting and they don't have transportation. And the bus is not the bus transportation is not the only transportation. It's not the best transportation. We want to be able to provide something that's reliable, something that doesn't cost the consumer so much money, it's affordable, and that's that. So if you like what I'm saying, you like and you want to support the BEVT project budget, electric vehicle transportation project, you want to donate, you go to the link that we're going to have in the description of this video. We may have it underneath the video. GoFundMe. I don't even know what the link is, but go to that link and you'll be able to donate. Like I said, don't hate, don't wait, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Donate, okay? And that's my little slogan, but, I'm not putting anybody down when I say don't hate. I'm just saying, hey, just donate. Donate, give what you have, whatever gift, whatever amount that you can give would be a great gift, for this project. So thank you so much. I love you guys out there. Peace and love. I love you, and I'm Tony McDo, and we out.